What is up, Wise Take Nation? It's your boy, BrewMedic47, as always. Here with my main man, my number one dude. We have Shocky in the house, Mr. Clint Petrikis. What's going on? Nothing weird tonight, huh? No hats or...
No, not at this event.
Disguises?
Future events.
This is a fancy course, so, you know.
Oh, fancy. No, it's another one of those stupid event courses.
Yes.
That's what I call it.
Pro-Am, three course rotations.
Yeah, Pro-Ams. I saw them on movies and every other sport. I don't need to see them on the golf course.
Yeah, exactly. So welcome, everyone. Welcome to the Wise Take PGA DFS Wise Stream. This week we have the AT&T Pebble Beach Classic Pro-Am. There's always like four different words at the end of any golf tournament, and I always fuck them all up. So the Pebble Beach Pro-Am, as you all can probably guess, this is played at the legendary Pebble Beach Golf Links, in beautiful Cali. Just to bring everyone up to speed, a little late tonight for the stream. I apologize. It's my fault. I'm at work. I caught a late call. And I might catch another call in the middle of this, and then it'll just be Shocky to entertain you all. So we'll see how this goes. We'll try to move this along because it is a little late. So yeah, we're at Pebble Beach out in California. This is the last three-course rotation event of the year. Thank the sweet Lord, baby Jesus. They always throw these weird events out in the beginning of the year for some reason, but then after this, it is all one course for every event. So nothing that we have to worry about. Recap last week real quick. Again, cash sucked for me. I have yet to win any money. I have yet to win a cent playing cash games this year, which is just, there's something broken with me, obviously. I had a couple GPP lineups do okay. I returned some money, but overall another losing week. But once I can figure out what the hell's going on with me and my cash games, it's going to be dollar signs across the board. How about you, Mr. Shocky? How did your week go?
I came in 21st of the Minimax with one miscut.
Nice.
Which that's because it had Finau, Simpson, and Lashley, Berger, all those great plays that let my random 1% shared lineup guy, 1% exposure, Brian Gay, missed the cut. Took a shot, just get different weird in 150 lineups, and that's what happened. But there's a trend happening. It's my lowest ranked guy in tiers is just winning these events. It was Cam Smith, 8K, Leishman, 8K, Webb Simpson, 10K. Yep. Simpson wasn't as low owned as those two, obviously, but it's just always the lowest ranked guy.
Yeah.
But Berger was my highest ranked 7K guy. I had a lot of exposure to. He tied for 9th. Lashley, I had about 35% exposure to. He tied for 3rd. At 0.6% owned, and he was my highest ranked 6K guy. He went off. Finau missed the cut 4 straight times.
Yep.
Someone said he recently moved to Scottsdale. I'm like, that doesn't matter. Oh, apparently it does. But he only went off one day, and he still can't win an event.
Yep, still can't win an event.
He's going to be known as Cal Naughton from Ricky Bobby. He always comes in second, but you always let someone else beat you. He had a chance to win it on the 18th hole and missed the putt by half a golf ball turn.
Yeah.
But and then Justin Thomas plays mediocre golf the entire weekend, then goes off for 6 under in the last to come in 3rd.
Yep.
So that was like, really? I was playing him on showdowns, and then he doesn't do anything. He doesn't do much, and then that happens. Rahm got too much in his head about winning, and then just didn't do anything. JB Holmes,
Ricky
matter what.
Didn't do anything. Ricky had a shitty first day, and then balled out the second day, and then...
He had a mediocre 2 other days.
Yeah.
Matsuyama, I think, lost all of his momentum on the second day. He did fine. I mean, he didn't kill lineups. Finished decent.
Yeah.
But It was. He just had a bad second day. He went 3 over on the second day. And then JV Holmes at courses he likes does amazing on the first 2 days, then doesn't do anything the weekend, like every single JV Holmes event.
Yep.
If you play JV Holmes, you know he makes the cut if he likes the event, but he won't do much now. He used to, but he just doesn't have it anymore.
3 hours to fucking play a golf hole.
Oh, he backed off a putt 3 times.
Oh, yeah.
An 8-foot putt.
Oh, yeah.
Bryson played fast. Bryson was the best off the tee guy. He was piping 333-yard drives down the middle.
Mile. Holy shit.
And straight.
Yeah.
Straight as an arrow, but he could not hit a low wedge iron shot. He was missing his wedges and irons. And then missing his putts by inches every single time within 15 feet. He's going to get it going. Once he figures out that short iron his putts are going to drop, he's going to catch fire soon.
Yeah. He's always been a good approach player. He's always been good with his irons.
Yeah.
He
hasn't been playing. He was over in Europe, so maybe that affected him. So, but he's going to start lighting it up soon, especially with barely missing putting. And he's always been a good putter, too. But,
sweet.
So it was good and bad.
Yeah. I am with you. So we'll get into this week. Again, we have a 3-course rotation, and it is a Pro-Am. So our faster-paced golfers, which we don't really have any of like the big, like the Rahms or the Kisners, like the guys that like to play
Kisner's in it.
Kisner's in here?
Yeah.
Oh, why did I not see him?
I think he's done decent here, too.
Why do I not? How much is he?
8,500.
Oh, would you look at that? How about that? Anyways, so yeah, might mess with Kisner a little bit because these amateurs are gonna play like fucking garbage and take 6 hours. 6 hours to play. Yeah, this is the one JT always plays with Gretzky, right? His father-in-law.
Yeah, but
DJ.
Thomas isn't play. Oh, Dustin.
Yeah, DJ.
I was like,
sorry.
Thomas doesn't play. Yeah, Dustin Johnson.
Jason, I'm tired. It's been a fucking crazy day, so I apologize. So every golfer is going to play each of the 3 courses over the first 3 days. And then after Saturday, we have a cut, top 65 and ties. And then everyone will play the Pebble Beach Golf Link on the 3rd day.
4th day.
4th day. It's going to be all night. So just prepare yourselves. I'm fucking tired.
I'll correct you every time. Don't worry.
Yes, please do. By all means, keep me honest. So yeah, Pebble Beach, legendary course on tour that has hosted plenty of major tournaments and has had its fair share of legendary performances and moments. It will also be hosting the U.S. Open.
Again?
Wait.
No. U.S. Open was here last year. It changed. It changed.
Yes. It hosted the U.S. Open last year.
Yep.
Of note, in 2010, Pebble played as one of the hardest courses on the entire tour for the U.S. Open. However, for this event, earlier in that year, it played as one of the easiest. The main difference here being the wind. You have to pay very close attention to the wind on all of these courses because this is a coastal course. There's a lot of real estate here that are right on the cliffs, right on the edge of the water. And it really all depends on the wind.
And that can change day to day, too.
We have seen in the past 2 completely different tournaments from year to year, where this course is played in the top 15 hardest, and it's played in the top 10 easiest courses on tour, in and out. And it's all because of the wind, and those coastal winds could, change by the hour. So it's going to be something interesting. But if the winds are calm all week long, it's going to be an absolute fucking score fest. It's going to be a complete birdie fest. So it's going to be interesting to pay attention to the winds. What have you looked at the weather at all yet?
I looked at it. It changed from yesterday to today already.
I'm sure it has.
It looks like Saturday and the first 2 days. I just refresh it. Let me refresh it here. Look at this. Just a second, real quick. Okay, so yeah, that stayed consistent the last 3 hours, so that's good. But that doesn't matter. First 2 days, 7, 8 light winds for that. Then the weekend, 18, 16, gusts into 20.
Yep.
So, and the bad thing is, it's like, oh, good, it's on the weekend. No, you still got to play Saturday, make the cut. So,
yep.
You're hoping that you get the easiest of the 3 courses on Saturday.
Yes.
But also, that on Saturday, yesterday, was 7 miles an hour. Now it's 18. So,
yeah.
That's
it's going to change.
Winds around there, you could plan for the worst and then get the best, and then plan for the best and get the worst.
Your best bet is like when you do showdown, there's going to be a lot of like wave stacking. There's going to be target golfers that are playing in the calmer winds, whether that be in the morning or in the afternoon waves, depending on the day-to-day weather forecast.
There's a lot of showdown advantages: the wind, the course.
Yeah, the course, especially the course. Yeah.
Because once you get into it, but. Monterey, or however you pronounce it.
Monterey.
Monterey, okay. Plays the easiest of the 3. And
yes.
It's not like super easy, but it's way easier than the other 2.
Yeah.
So that's the only good thing about these 3 course events, that there's advantages to playing showdowns.
Yeah.
Distinctively.
Yes. Which I don't do, but Shocky does. So
because they're fun.
Real quick, nation, thank you all for tuning in. If you guys are watching this, make sure you hit that like button on the YouTube. Give us our props, give us our boost. Subscribe to the Wise Take. Subscribe to the Wise Take YouTube channel. Hit that like button, and let us know that you're liking what we're doing. All right, so let's get into these courses. We'll start out with Monterey Peninsula. Monterey Peninsula Country Club is a 6,950-yard par 71 that has 5 par 3s and 4 par 5s, which is a very unique arrangement for a par 71. This course plays as the easiest of the 3 courses here, snakes along the coastline, and as such, weather can play a big factor here if the winds pick up. The fairways here are on the generous size compared to the other 2, along with greens being on average the largest of the 3 courses, and actually slightly above tour average. So we have wider fairways and larger greens. The greens are nice and bumpy POA, as is a common theme here, and there's a wealth of bunkers that golfers will have to contend with, along with sand dunes, and of course, the motherfucking ocean. You hit a ball in the ocean, and you're fucked. Pretty much, that's how that goes. Next up, we have Spyglass Hill Golf Course. It's a 6,960-yard par 72 with your typical 4 par 3s and 4 par 5s. This is the hardest course of the 3 this week, coming in at just a couple yards longer than Monterey, but rated a whole stroke higher. So it's about the same length, but it's a whole stroke higher. Despite this course plays hard as it travels from dunes to coastline to wooded areas. The fairways here are average size compared to tour average, but are narrower compared to the other courses here. The greens are right in the middle in terms of size compared to the others. There's a lot of danger to compete with here in the form of bunkers, dunes, trees, and the motherfucking ocean. There's a lot of elevation changes that makes this course actually play longer than its actual yardage. A lot of ups and downs. The greens here are also POA, lots of slopes and undulations, making them very tricky. What?
It's just going to end everything with motherfucking ocean.
Motherfucking. This ain't no Moana going on here, everybody. The ocean ain't going to throw your ball back on the golf course if you hit it into it, all right?
I would just throw it back if I was in a kayak out there, like in the Giants games, sitting out in the bay.
Throw it back. All right, finally, our host course, which golfers will play a second time should they make the cut, is the Pebble Beach Golf Links.
I'm sad Gary Woodland's not playing this week because of that.
Why is that?
Because he just won the U.S. Open here.
Oh, right. Yeah, he made me a lot of money. Yeah. It's a completely different course, though. The U.S. Open Pebble Beach is much different than the AT&T Pro-Am Pebble Beach.
Well, they have to make it different.
Yeah, because there's amateurs playing. It's pro. So it is a 6,816-yard par 72 with 4 par 3s and 4 par 5s. It is the shortest course here with the smallest greens by far.
It is something you can't change.
No. The fairways here are nice and wide with a decent amount of bunkers guarding the landing zones. This course runs along the coastline, which lends itself to some of the best views you will ever see on the PGA Tour, but can also lead to major trouble if the winds pick up. The rough shouldn't be too bad since it is a Pro-Am. We always have to worry about the wildly hit drives going out of bounds with the coastal cliffs and the motherfucking ocean. As mentioned above, these greens are tiny, bumpy POA, and feature a ton of fuckery. Fuckery meaning lots of hills, slopes, false fronts, and plenty of sand for our more wild approach shots.
Oh, so the hills around the green, which you hit into the rough, then you're just standing on a hill next to a green.
Yes, exactly. So, I mean, this course is short. Every course here is short. They're par 71s and par 72s, but they're short, so there can very well be scoring here. The fairways are not hard to hit whatsoever, and it's short, so the majority of people club down. A lot of people hit, woods or driving irons off the tee, and then they hit their approaches into these itty-bitty tiny greens. If you can hit a driver straight and accurately so it lands in the fairway, you will have an incredible advantage over the rest of the field because of how short this course is. But the bulk of players are hitting less than driver off the tee, so it lands in the fairway, and then they're playing into these greens. And there's a lot of missed greens here. The fairway hit percentage is like light years above the tour average, and then the greens regulation average here is like well below tour average. So, we're not really going to worry too much about driving this week or so much off the tee, but focusing on our greens in regulation.
Still hitting the fairways is a little key, so you can get better chances of getting your approach into the green, though.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, there's a distinct advantage to landing on the fairway as opposed to the rough, even though the rough isn't that penal this week. But this is all approach and greens and regulation. These greens are the smallest on the PGA Tour. The smallest
just on the Pebble Beach, though.
Yes.
Just on the Pebble Beach one, which they'll play twice. The other greens aren't nearly as small. Spyglass Hills, and
they're still as a entire complex.
Yes, still
it's on the smaller side.
But Pebble Beach Golf Links brings it down dramatically as being the smallest.
True. Yes, absolutely. Exactly. So, hitting greens, putting, greens and reg, approach. For me, there's scrambling, short game.
I have par 5 scoring because that's
scoring. Yep, a lot of par 5s here.
I also include par 3s just because some of them can be difficult.
Yeah, par 4s, 400 to 450, proximity from 100 to 150, putting. Those are all things I'm looking at.
And POA putting is different than bent grass and Bermuda. As the day goes on, POA gets much tougher to putt on because it gets torn up. Yeah, it gets torn up a little bit more. You'll see sporadic putting as it goes on. But POA greens are the most difficult ones to read. Like even last week. Was it last week or the Farmers? Farmers with POA greens. Yeah. Guys were they'd be like, this is a straight putt. Then they'd miss it 3 inches to the left because they thought it would break.
Yep. It's POA.
That's how Tiger was missing putts from inside 15 feet because it didn't break.
That's bumpy POA. That's what it does.
It's just hard to read. And that's why it's critical to be a good POA putter more critical than Bermuda and bent grass.
Yeah. All right. So let's get into our picks, our plays for this week. So let's start off with our 10K and up range. We have Dustin Johnson at 11.6 all the way down to Brantley Snedeker at 10-1. Well, who do you like, Shocky? Tell me, who are you playing? Who are you fading? Tell me the story.
Dustin Johnson, I had to fade in my main lineup. Like, I'm going to fade in my main lineups. He's done amazing here. The only concerning thing was that that's the one thing I didn't look into, but maybe, is that he's only played 2 events since his knee surgery, since the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
And he's played well, 7th, 2nd. So he's played well, even though he hasn't played a lot, and he's played well here. But he's the only $11,000 guy. And Dustin Johnson's, I don't know, he's fine, but I think there's not too much value I like compared to last week. So I'm going to not play him. I'll just go down to Patrick Cantlay at $700 cheaper, because even though his history isn't great, 35th and 48th, but I think he's really improved his game. He played in 2018, and his game's very much improved since then. An average putter on Polo Greens, but he can be a top 10 putter of any week, especially if his game's going. And he has gained 5.4 strokes tee to green at his last event at the Tournament of Champions, and came in 4th and lost 4.6 off the tee. If he just drops that in half, he wins the Tournament of Champions, because he putted phenomenal that week. Different greens, but still 4th in my model. In his last 12 rounds at this event, he's 14th in total strokes gained. And he's better in really windy conditions than calm and moderate wind. And then Jason Day, I think he had back issues. He's had back issues.
Yeah, his entire career.
But it's been a little bit worse recently as he gets older, obviously. But even before the Farmers, he said his back isn't 100%, and he came in tied for 16th. So he's playing this event. He loves this event. There's no doubt about it. He loves this event. Past 5 years, 4th, 2nd, 5th, 11th, 4th. No matter what pain or whatever he's going through, he just plays really well at this event. Because, one, he's an amazing putter.
And an amazing iron player.
Yep. Which hasn't shown, but lately, you can't look at lately, because that's more of his back issues and all that, trying to figure out what his body... It's kind of the same as Tiger. He's trying to figure out what his body will allow him to do over 4 rounds or over a couple weeks. I don't think he plays as much as he usually does, but he gained 2.5 strokes tee to green, but lost 2.3 on approach at the Farmers. But that was better than his recent events from tee to green standards, and seeing that he's fine to play this week and nothing's really I think his back will get better as the year goes on.
It's just the risk you always run with Jason Day. His back is fine. He's going to smoke this course. But he could also withdraw on the second day. That's just Jason Day.
Yeah, but hopefully playing all 4 rounds and didn't really have a blow-up round at the Farmers suggests that his back is getting better. I'm also not a medical licensed doctor. Or no Jason Day.
Oh, geez, I always thought you were.
Oh, I could be. I've read things about things. But he just plays amazing here. And I don't care what his injury is. He just plays amazing. And then I'll put Paul Casey. It was close between Casey and Snedeker. Casey's just been playing better and has been putting better on Polo lately. 3rd in total strokes gained here in his last 8 rounds. Played it twice of the last 5 years, and then he came in 2nd and 8th. He's top 10 in ball striking greens regulation approach, birdies above the game, par 5 scoring. He's had 3 consecutive top 25s between the Euro and PGA. He won't go out and have a explosive round. He'll just have 4 good rounds to get you inside the top 10. That's what Paul this late in his career is. It seems like he just has 4 good rounds. He won't blow up, and he'll get you into a good position to win you some GPPs. No reason he did bad at the American Express. He shot 1 under the final day. That still makes me mad because I had so much of him and shot 2 double bogeys in a row to come outside the top 5.
All right. Moving along.
Okay,
Fucking 10:30 at night. Moving along. So 10K range for me. I'm playing DJ. I love DJ. He was fucked up last year, and I said it back in like fucking July or June or July. I said that JT's broken right now. So he's going to come out in the offseason. He's hurt. Something's got to get fixed, and they're going to fix it, and he's going to be fine. So they did that. So he's still DJ. His history here is elite. He's not going to pop in anyone's model because he played like absolute garbage last year. Yeah, Blackhawks. Woo! Tie game, motherfucker.
Let's get it going. Here we go.
Let's go, Corey Crawford. He's not going to pop in anyone's model because his stats suck. Because he played terrible. Because he had a knee injury. So I think he's going to be the lowest owned. Maybe not the lowest. Maybe Snedeker is going to be a little lower owned.
Nope, the lowest of projected of 10K and above.
He is?
14.7, Snedeker's 14.8. Calculated ownership.
Well, close. So, so I'm going to pay to be contrarian this week. I have no issues with that whatsoever. I will not be playing Patrick Cantlay. I love Cantlay. I play him a ton. Played him like every cash lineup last year before he was like 95 plus. I played him all the damn time, and he had an awesome year last year. But we haven't seen him. We haven't really seen him yet this year. He played the Tournament Champions, right?
He played a Euro event 2 weeks ago.
Yeah. How'd he do in that?
34th.
Yeah.
But I don't know the Abu Dhabi setup.
Yes. So he doesn't really have the best history here. I'm sure he's going to be a little chalky. So.
Paul Casey's actually the chalkiest out of this group.
That doesn't surprise me. Because I love Paul Casey this week.
How can you not?
Paul Casey at 10-5, second year last year, T8 the year before. He's 5th in my GPP model. His worst is his short game, which is a combination of around the green play and putting. But he's 3rd in this field in greens and regulation, and 6th in this field in approach. So I'm not overly worried about that. Next up is Day. I am good. I like Day. I'm going to play Day. You got to worry about his back. He's a GPP play. He could wake up Friday morning and it's tight and say, fuck you, I'm going home. Or he could win this event. That's just the risk you take when you play Jason Day. And I'm off Snedeker. Snedeker just...
His recent play has been concerning.
Yeah, it's been just so inconsistent. 10-1. His miscut last week was just weird.
At an easy course.
Yeah. After a top 10 the week before. Yeah, I just... No.
Like, he's fine. I like Snedeker in the 8K the range, but not in the 10K range.
Yeah. So that's it. DJ, Casey, and Dave for me up here. I will get into the 9K range. Matt Kuchar at 99, all the way down to Spieth at 9K. No Kuchar for me this week. He played well last week, but his history here is meh. If he was a little cheaper, I'd probably be on him. Doesn't grade out terribly well in my GPP model. But I will play a ton of Matthew Fitzpatrick.
Oh, wow. I was surprised.
Yep. I
like him too.
Oh, shit. Yeah, he is an awesome Euro player.
Amazing. that's why he's great at this course if it gets windy.
Yes, exactly. Wind, links style courses. I believe he's Irish.
English.
Okay. Like Northern Ireland? That's
No, like England. English is England.
Okay. Well, still.
I don't think that's part of Ireland.
Northern Ireland is, in fact, part of Great Britain.
Not in my geography books. You go ahead. I'm just going.
But it actually is. All right. Never mind. I digress. So, 14th my GPP model. Awesome iron player. Putting's a little concerning, but really, really good iron game. Good on par fives. Good on par fours. Love me some Fitzpatrick. Phil, I want to love, but I can't. Again, his history here is elite. 9,500 for Phil. I mean, that's just based off his course history. First last year, T2 the year before, 65th, which is weird, and then another second. So,
and he's won this 5 times throughout his career. Even though it goes back to 1991, still has won it 5 times.
Yeah, I just can't do it. Not with the form.
He can't hit a fairway. He can't hit a fairway.
Exactly.
And then on this, like, it's fine. The fairways are nice, average size, but if you miss them, you're screwed. And that, like, the other courses, he's being able to scramble. You can't scramble out of an ocean.
Yeah, the motherfucking ocean.
Yeah.
So no Phil for me. So, no Grace. Not on Grace this week. So then we get to McDowell.
Oh. Go ahead. I didn't say anything.
If it's windy.
For the last 2 days.
I love McDowell. Because he is a very, very good wind player. He is, in fact, Scottish.
No, he's Northern Ireland. He's from Northern Ireland. I'm just telling you where they're from. You can't argue me. I'm looking at it.
He's not. Yeah. He's not Scottish.
No, he's Northern Ireland.
What the fuck? God damn it.
Russell Knox is Scottish.
Russell Knox is Scottish. Well, we'll get to Knox. All right. Still, Northern Ireland. Whatever.
European players.
Yes, links style golf originated from this part of the world. So, yeah, definitely a fan of McDowell this week. Doesn't grade out terribly well on my GPP model. Doesn't really have the best history here, but
I'm really hoping on that win.
Yeah.
You're like, come on, hurricane. Here we go. Yeah, somehow a hurricane in California.
Crank it up. And then Hovland. Yeah, obviously I like Hovland.
Hovland.
No. Hovland. Yeah, he missed the cut last week. Whatever.
By one stroke.
On the note.
And it was his worst tee to green event in his career.
Yeah.
Short career, but
he was chalky. He was exceptionally chalky.
Was he? He wasn't that chalky in mine.
I mean, he was definitely high owned in cash.
Really? He was like 13% in some of my things.
Well,
I guess it just depends on what you're playing.
Yeah. So, yeah, he's 4th in my GPP model. Again, short game sucks, scrambling sucks, but he is 1st in this field in approach last 24 rounds. Awesome iron player. Good birdie or better, good par 4, good par 5s, like checking everything.
It's his putting and his wedge, short wedge, like around the green. That's all it is. And he's young. It's not like he's 40. He can improve on that.
Exactly. So I like Hovland. So yeah, and then no speed, no thing.
He's getting better.
Speed.
I'm gonna say he's getting better. He's not there yet. Not for 9K, but
no. He's I played him last year in cash, and he made the cut, and that was fine. But that was really all I wanted from him. And how much was he last year? He was 9,400 last year. Yeah, no thanks. No speed. So yeah, that's a 9K. I like Fitzy. A little G-Mac, depending on what the weather's looking like. And then Hovland.
Yeah, I'm going to say with you. Hovland is my one. Just because he's just a great ball striker. Our iron game. Hits every fairway, basically. Uh, um, it's just don't miss the greens because you can't apparently know how to get inside 20 feet and hit it inside 5 feet to make par or make a putt.
Mm-hmm.
But he's only 22 years old, too. I mean, someone's going to tell him, hey, just get better at this. And if he can just strengthen his short game up, he's a top 15 guy every single week with the way he's striking the ball. Fitzpatrick, same thing you said. And then I'll take Kuchar. He's just playing better than G-Mac, and he's, even though he hasn't played well here, if my memory stands, he's a good win player.
Mm-hmm.
He's also a good win player and just has better stats. That's what, he's more expensive than McDowell, but he's been playing better. And I don't feel comfortable playing a 9,200 McDowell. That feels dirty to me. So dirty I wouldn't even play it. That's how dirty it is.
The old dirty Shocky.
Yeah, and that's just super dirty. I mean, if you want to play super dirty plays, roll out G-Mac for 9,200. But 8,000. I only have 4 guys. It seems like a week, 8 to 9K range. Usually there's more than this.
Yeah, this week is weird. I'm definitely going to be doing more stars and scrubs this week.
It seems like there's like 6 people missing out of the 8K range.
Yeah.
Like no one wanted to play this event for reasons. You have to play with people that don't play golf.
Yeah.
But since you mentioned him in the beginning, Kevin Kisner.
The Kiz.
His history here is really good. This is Kevin Kisner lately in a nutshell.
This
really good.
This is his course.
It's either he goes off or he does not do anything and misses the cut. I mean, 34th in total strokes gained with 2 missed cuts in the last 5 years, 4 out of 5 times he's played it. He has a top 10 here in 2016, 17, T28 last year, cut in 18, cut in 15. I feel like this is just Kisner right now. It's either his game is on or his game is off. Because, I mean, look at the Sony. He's also a really good win player.
Yes. And he's really good on short courses, and he's a really good iron player.
Yes. So there is more to it. He's just not a great putter. Right? I had this somewhere. I had it pulled up. Oh, wait. No, he's gained 0.36 strokes on POA greens in his career. He's actually a good putter. What was I thinking? I'm stupid. Just say you're stupid. Okay, I'm stupid. He's a good putter.
Yes, he's a good putter.
But he's inconsistent with the rest of his game. He's just inconsistent. You never know what Kisner is going to show up. It's either good Kisner or bad Kisner. But next one is Berger again. You can't stop Berger. Are you on Berger? He's a good win player.
Yeah, I like Berger this week.
Yeah, thank you. Finally, you like Berger. But now he's 8,900 instead of 7,000.
Well.
But he's played this event once in the last 5 years. 2015, 5 years ago, top 10, T10th. Plays great in win conditions. His iron play has just been average, 68th, but he's been, oh my gosh, I lost it. He's been 28th in ball striking, hits greens, makes birdies. 5th in birdies or better gain. Great on par 5s. Short game's been there. It's just get some burgers. Eat some burgers. Get some McDonald's, eat some burgers because he's here.
Get some McDowell's? What?
No, not McDowell's. I don't know how long Daniel Berger's going to show for, but just ride the train until it crashes.
Hell yeah, absolutely.
Max Homa has been good. Max Homa was not good last year, but recently he's been good. Back-to-back top 10s.
Yeah.
I thought the T9 was, okay, you got a top 9. This is your one thing. They came 6th. I mean, this is... I had to look into it. I was really looking at Max Homa because I'm like, what is going on with Max Homa? But the last 2 events, He's gained strokes on everything. Gained 6 strokes tee to green last week. Back-to-back weeks of amazing putting rounds, approach rounds. Gained 3 off the tee last week. And his best surface on putting throughout his career is POA greens. Plays great, and if it gets super windy, he's not something amazing, but he's good. He doesn't lose strokes on windy conditions. And he doesn't rank high in my model, but I just like the way I thought 1 week was an anomaly, but it wasn't. Gaining back-to-back strokes and great at wind and good at wind, decent at wind, great at POA greens in his career. I'm on Max Homa, then one last win, Adam Hadwin, 900 more than last week, but it's a weaker field, it seems like.
Yeah, it's weird. It's very weird.
It's a weaker field, but there's good players in it, but pricing is weird. I don't know. But Adam Hadwin, disappointing. And the weekend, didn't do anything. He didn't do anything. I think he went 1 under total on the weekend after going 5 under in the first 2 days. But still, I think he's safe enough where he makes the cut and has potential of doing more. And those are my 4, since there's only like 9 guys here. But I want to include 4 of them in case you want to do a balanced build.
So, first off, yeah, I like Burger. Everything you said, I'm going to reiterate. So, yeah, definitely like Burger. Next up is Cameron Champ. 8,800. 26th in my GPP model. Not terrible. Elite birdie or better, elite par 4, elite par 5, elite greens and reg, decent approach, decent putter, pretty good putter actually. But he has a good finisher last year, 228, and he's in really good form right now, like sneaky good form. T16 at the Farmers, T21 at the Amex, T14 in the offseason, or at the Tournament of Champions. Strong form, hitting the ball really good, putting like really well right now. So definitely like me some Cam Champ. No Noren, and then we'll come to number 1 in my GPP model, and absolutely going to be a cash core play for me this week. The Scotsman, Russell Knox. 8,600, fair price, good history here. Last 2 years, T14, T15. Yeah, first overall in my GPP model, Russell Knox. Love him this week. All numbers are awesome across the board, so I'll have a ton of Russell Knox. Yeah, Kisner, and I like what you're saying about Kisner. It is a shorter course. For some reason, I just glanced over his name for some reason. I'm not sure why. But,
I feel like you secretly hate him.
Oh, I love Kisner, but, yeah, no. So, shorter course, good with his irons, good putter. Yeah, like Kisner, too. And then I'm going to go all the way down to Hadwin as well. I definitely like Adam Hadwin. Good short game, good approach, good putter. Good on par 4s. 7th overall in my GPP model. Definitely on board with the Hadwin. The
only reason I wasn't on Knox, I like Knox. He's just projected to be the 2nd highest owned guy this week.
Sure, but I said he's gonna be a cash core play.
Oh yeah, definitely cash core. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah,
it's just hard to play him in GPPs at 19-20% owned.
Oh, absolutely. I'll move on in the 7K range, and we're gonna get to a guy I talked about last week. But I was upset I haven't had the opportunity to play yet this year, and this is the first time. Old man Jim Furyk.
Here we go. That's what I'm talking about.
Are you on Jim Furyk too this week?
Yes. It's just I have him as my number 1 play. It's just
wow.
It's just 13.5% owned. It's like it's a little nerve-wracking, but I mean you can't deny his recent results.
Yep, and it's a short course. It's an iron course. It's an approach course, and that's Jim Furyk. He's Matt Kuchar light. He's a plotter. He doesn't hit it far. but he hits it fucking accurately. He's going to land on the fairways.
Low ball striker, so if it's windy, he's great in winds.
Yep.
His bet, this is it. POA is his best greens in his career putting on.
Yeah. Like, he's still not a very good putter, but
it's good to see that his best greens are these type of greens.
Yes, absolutely. So, yeah, let me some Furyk. Furyk is probably going to be in a cash lineup for me this week, if we're going to be completely honest.
Wasn't he 9K at some point last year?
Oh, yeah. He was up there last year.
7,800? Oh, by the way, he hasn't played an event since November, but he never plays an event. This is usually his first event.
Yeah.
Of the year, and he comes in and plays it and does well.
Oh, yeah.
He takes the season off because his caddy's 1,000,000 years old. He needs a rest.
Like he is.
Yeah.
I gave a little bit of look at Hoagie just because of how he's been playing.
I know. Yeah, I did too.
3 missed cuts in the last 5 years. No really significant finishes. I don't know if I'm on board with that.
But he hasn't been playing this well, I think, in the past before this event either.
GPP model, so he pops really well, and
this is the best he's played before this event ever, I think.
Yeah, maybe I'll go back to him. I'm undecided yet. We'll see what I do for my article. Rolling on down here, 7K range. Nate Lashley.
Oh, you missed it last week. You missed his third last week. You missed him.
Yeah, I'm like a week behind here. Never mind.
And he's more expensive.
Well, yeah. I mean, hey, he's playing good golf, and he grades out well, and he's got an okay history here. T45 last year, cut in 18, but that's it. I'll take a. Ooh, I don't want to do that. Go away. I'll take a flyer on Nate Lashley. Scott Stallings.
Oh god, that was I had to exclude him because it was so tough. He's playing terrible, but you look at the last 3 years and it's hard to say no.
Yeah, exactly. And he's not playing that terrible.
He isn't mine.
I mean, he's 73rd in my GPP model. It's not great, but
that's missing the cut.
Well, okay.
He's 92nd in mine.
All right. Yeah, he's a little worse than yours. So, yeah, I mean, Scott Stallings is worth a look.
6,600, I'd say yes.
Well, yeah, that's true. 14, 7, and 3rd last year. We'll move on down the line here. What do you think about Pat Perez?
I looked at him.
Yeah.
He just missed the cut out of I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 guys I wrote down in the 7K range.
I think I'm going to play him. He ranks out pretty good in my GPP model, 16th overall, good with his greens, decent on approach, good scrambling if he gets into trouble. Really good putter. It's weird. Like, he's really good at hitting greens in regulation, but his approach numbers aren't that good.
There was one reason I don't know. I was trying to. I saw something that just barely missed it, but
he's got a good history here.
Yeah.
Missed cut last year, but then T35, T14, T41, T4. So if we follow that trend, he's going to win this week.
I don't think he wins it.
Well, I don't know. If we look at the trend, he's had a bad year, and then a really bad year, and then a good year, really good year, and then an year, and like an finish, and now he missed the cut last year. So obviously the only logical option is for him to win this year.
I think you're just hoping for a top 25 like he did 2 of the past 5 years.
Yeah, that's fair.
At his price. You don't need much in the top 25 out of Pat Perez to make you happy.
No, not at all. Kevin Streelman. I was a Kevin Streelman mark last year. I played him a ton last year, especially early in the season when he was playing really well. He's playing kind of like garbage right now.
That's the concerning thing.
But God, his history here is fantastic.
I'm going to look something up while you're talking.
Yeah, I'm going to look something up too while I'm talking.
Because I want to see how he played. Like, I looked at it, but he's been playing so bad.
Yep.
It's just terrible. Like, how did he play coming into this event?
So what I want to know is what happened at the playoffs last year. Because he was, like, playing pretty well all year, and then he hit the playoffs, and it's just miscut. 3
3M Open, he played in July when he was playing great, and then it hits the Open Championship. But that's different than any course he'll play here, so I'm not going to include that. Wyndham, garbage. Lost strokes and everything but putting and approach, which he barely gained strokes and approach by 0.1. Couldn't hit anything tee to green in those 2 weeks.
Yeah.
That's the playoffs for you. He lost stroke. He couldn't
let's look at last year, leading into a 7th at the AT&T Pro-Am. 50th the waste management, miscut. 34th of the Amex, miscut. 51st, miscut. 25, miscut. 40, miscut. Maybe
go to 2000, but then he go to 2018 and he played fantastic. If you look at his strokes gained, so it's like, I don't know.
I'm gonna play him.
A GPP play, not a cash play, because it looks like coming into an event. I feel like he has to be coming to an event he likes to play well, and he's not coming to play well, but he likes this event. So it could go one. I liked him last week, and he missed the cut by 1 because I think he bogeyed the last hole on the second round, which 4 of my guys did to miss the cut.
Oh, no.
I had Brian Stewart bogeyed back-to-back holes to miss the cut by 1 stroke. All he had to do was par 1 of the last 2, and he makes the cut.
You had one job.
To par a hole.
One job.
So,
all right, moving along. Nick Watney. I like Watney.
Ooh, I was surprised by that.
6th in my GPP model. History here is decent. He had a 2nd all the way back in 15. So, yeah, I like Watney. 6th in my GPP model. Good greens and reg, good approach, good birdie or better, decent putter, decent on proximity. I like Adam Long. Adam Long played here once, missed the cut. Okay. These things happen. But again, he's playing good golf. 8th in my GPP model. Good at greens and reg. Good on approach. Bad scrambler, but whatever. Birdie or better, good. Par 4's good. Proximity, good. Decent putter. So I'm on Adam Long. And I'm going back to my boy. $7,200.
Nope.
Harry Higgs.
Ew.
Ew.
I almost threw it up. I'm like, no, Brew will probably like him, so I'll leave him out of here.
Harry Higgs. So, dude had quite a week last week. Played really well. Got the crowd on his side. Made some went viral a little bit, and he's actually 28th in my GPP model. So he's getting there. He's grading out pretty well, and he's playing good golf. And I just like the guy, so I think I'm going to play him.
He lost 5.9 strokes last week on approach.
I know, but look at his putting.
Yeah, 8.2. It's something in between those two for both of them.
Yeah, you got to find. There's going to be positive variance one way or the other.
I've never seen that much variance though.
Hey,
I'll just take his medium, like 25th, and but. It's too hard to tell because he hasn't played much events. He just came off the Corn Ferry Tour in August.
Yeah.
So
see, fuck it, GPP play.
Yeah.
I can't imagine he's highly owned.
8.2%. That seems high for him.
Well,
I mean, but it's also a weak 8K range, which is going to force more people into 7K range by playing the studs.
Yeah.
Weak as in not many people.
I like Wise, Aaron Wise.
Damn it. You had to say him, didn't you?
All right, I'll save him for you. I like Hadley. Chassayon Hadley.
His iron game is...
Matthew Nesmith, 3rd. In my...
I'm saying the 7K range next week because this is usually where I find the guys that I like.
And Harold Varner III.
No, have that guy. Did you see what he did in his first round last week?
No.
He parred every single hole. He parred his first 32 holes and then birdied 2 and bogeyed 2 in his last... Wait, I said that wrong. Whatever. He parred his first 18 holes, parred his first 12 holes on the second round, and then birdie 2, bogey 2 in his last 6 to miss the cut by 1 stroke.
Oh, jeez. That's awesome. All right, I'll leave these lower 7K guys for you. I mean, I like them. Oh, and Tringale. Tringale's there.
Yeah, he just missed it. It's just, I don't know what to. Trincali's weird right now. It's like I liked him at the end of last season, the wraparound season. It's just right now he kind of lost it for me.
Yeah. So all right, take it away. I'll let you talk on Hadley and Smith and why.
No. I didn't have Hadley. Go on Hadley.
Okay.
Hadley.
25th in my GPP model. First birdie or better. Good on par fives. Good on proximity. Good on approach. Doesn't have much history here, I don't think. Missed cut, T35. Missed cut, T10. Yeah. But, yeah, I think he's playing decent right now. So, yeah, I like Hadley. All right, take it away.
Oh, there was... No, I looked at Hadley. So, just a second. I want to say something. His iron play was the only thing a little concerning to me.
Yeah.
No, actually, his iron play was fine. He just had a really bad iron week last week.
Yeah.
He lost 5, 6. He made the cut and lost 6 strokes tee to green, and lost 5.7 on approach.
Yeah.
And he didn't putt fantastic, but good. But I don't know. He's more of a safer play that he's not gonna most likely destroy your lineups, but he won't win you a GPP. Yeah. But, all right, Jim Furyk, yes. And then you didn't say the guy. I don't know why he doesn't like me. But anytime I like him, he doesn't like me. But anytime I don't. Sung Kang. History here in the last 5 years. 14th. Cut. 17th. 7,300. I mean, can't hate on the price. History is not bad at all. It's his short game. That's the problem. But 8th in ball striking over his last 24 rounds. 9th in birdies or better gained. And for putting wise on POA, it's actually his best surface. So, I mean, look at the Farmers. The North course had bent grass greens at the Farmers, but the South course you played 3 rounds had where all the strokes gained for putting was counted. He gained 3 strokes on putting on POA greens there. Lost 5 strokes on putting last week, and that was bent grass, which is his worst one. He's a good POA, not a great wind player, so hopefully it doesn't get too windy. But I mean, I don't know. I don't know the winds last year or in 2016. But he's played well here. 7,300, great. He's been good on greens of regulation. 14th in par 5 scoring. I like Sung Kang this week. And then Nesmith, he said he came 3rd in your model?
Yes.
Came 1st in mine.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right.
I was looking at him like, I don't believe this nonsense. But yeah, I mean, he doesn't have any history here, which is the concerning thing.
Yeah.
But he's just been his worst stat over the last 24 rounds throughout the field is ball striking, and that's 36. That's his worst one. 7,100. I think you can do a lot worse than the Smith. Even guys that played the course and been cut here. Then I bet you're ready for this one. Maverick McNeely.
Oh, yeah. I was waiting for it.
Did you look at him?
A little bit, yeah.
I mean, nothing is static. Like, his iron game hasn't been that great, but he's making a lot of birdies.
Yeah.
I just love those weird things. It's like you suck at hitting the things that get you birdies, but you're making them. Cut here in 2018, last 5 years. Through his sporadic 6-year career on the PGA Tour with not many events, POA has been his best green. Not a great wind player, but at the Farmers with POA greens, he gained 5 strokes on putting. Do you know what the Shriners is for green type?
No, not off the top of my head.
Okay.
It's always been a swing season event, so I've never really played it.
Yeah, well, he gained 5 strokes there, 2 on putting. I mean, he's a great putter. I mean, he's only lost 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Through the last 6 years of probably 20 events, he's only lost strokes gained putting on 6 events. And through his career, he's averaged over. He's always gained putting strokes. So the putter won't hurt you, and you need to be a good putter here. And he's the best at POA greens throughout his weird career here. So I like that, especially on POA greens. I did write down Hoji, not because of recent form, but because of recent form, not because of history. He's just been playing so well, and until he stops, I mean, I don't want to not count a guy that's playing great golf, no matter his. I mean, Wyndham Clark missed 3 straight cuts in a row, and he was in the top 5 for 3 days.
Yeah.
Last week, so it's weird. Aaron Wise, yes, missed 5 of last 6 cuts, but he still comes 23rd in my model. He's been hitting greens. Par 5s has been good. It's a short game. That's been what's really like around the greens has been what's killing. T15th in 2018, 7,200. Not some amazing putter. It won't kill you on putting most of the time, but he's a just below average putter generally. He can have explosive round putting, but he's been the average on his approach, 26 in ball striking, 7,200. I think out of his only cut made of his last 6 events, he came 3rd. So at least he shows he can do something. He can explode, but just don't be mad when he implodes.
Yeah.
Because that's Aaron Wise. But I think he's worth a stab because at 3% owned, I think but by how well he's hitting greens, I think he's worth a stab. And then my last guy is, I had Nick Watney. You talked about Nick Watney. I had the same thing as Nick Watney. 6K range, I'll go into it. It was hard. I didn't like many guys.
Jr.
What?
Ted Potter Jr.
I looked at him 3 times and I still couldn't write him down. I go with McCumber. I'm pretty sure his dad does CBS news like his dad was on the tour and he's on a CBS team. What?
I said, oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm 90% sure. Last 4 or 5 cuts, came 21st at the Farmers. He gained 4 strokes putting at the Farmers. Now, he doesn't have much history on the tour, but when you gain 4 strokes at POA, I'll just be like, okay, I don't know if it was lucky or not, but you showed you can putt on POA.
Yeah.
Just make the cut, 6,600. I mean, he hasn't been terrible. He's shown enough to at 60. If you go through his 10 events so far through this year, he's made 7 cuts. Nothing amazing. His best one was at the Farmers, and he obviously he doesn't have history here, but he's gained strokes tee to green in his past 5 events, gained strokes on approach in his past 3 events, off the tee gained strokes in his past 5 events, and at the Farmers was his best putting event by far. Is why he
put a lot of time into a 6K guy.
Hey, I took so much time looking up 6. You said, what did you say? I'm most likely going stars and scrubs. Scrubs are 6K guys, right?
Yeah.
So you gotta look into the 6K guys. Yep. And it took me longer time to look 6K guys than 8K guys, and 9K guys and 10K guys.
Jesus. Because
I wanted to find the good values. Doc Redman.
Yep.
This guy can't hit anything around the green or on the green. But my God, can he hit his irons and drivers amazing.
Yeah.
If this guy, he's still young. Was he 22 years old?
Yeah, he's a kid, yeah.
Yeah, he's young. Just like all these young guys. Still, I don't know what they're going to turn into, but it's good that they're young. And like putting is the most variant. And putting is what you have to practice most. Jason Day all these great putters will take 5 hours on the putting green a day. They just got to devote time to it. I don't know what they're doing with their days, but he is great at ball striking, driving accuracy, everything. He'll make the cut, but because he's a bad putter, won't do anything spectacular. But you just, at 6,700, make the cut, and if you get a hole out or something, that's amazing.
Yep.
Brandon Wu. You know Brandon Wu?
I do. I like Brandon Wu.
Oh, thank you. Do you know what? He played in the U.S. Open. I forgot to mention Hovland. Hovland came tied for 12th at the U.S. Open last year. Brandon Wu came T35. Brandon Wu, a prospect. Not high as prospect as Hovland, but still a prospect in golf.
Yep.
He's only played in 6 events. So he hasn't played much. He hasn't gone into the PGA Tour yet as much as these guys. He's still on sponsor exemptions. Yeah. But he's played at Pebble Beach Golf Links, which I like. He's a prospect. And he's been playing well when he's been at the events. But just a second. Just real quick on Brandon Wu because I do like him. At the U.S. Open, which was just at the Pebble Beach Golf Links, he gained 5.6 strokes, 5.6 strokes gained tee to green in his 3 of 5 recorded events for putting strokes gained. He's gained strokes in 2 of 3, 3 of 4 in approach. He has promise, and at 6,700 and a projected ownership of 6%, I will take the risk for Stars and Scrubs lineup. No problem.
Yep. Yeah.
Two other guys real quick. And I don't know how DJ Trahan.
Yep. Yeah, I like him. Yep.
Okay, I'll let you talk about him. I talked enough. Brian Gay.
You're going back to the Gay train?
I know. He screwed me last week on my amazing lineup that should have taken down first without that bum ass.
He's got good history here.
And I looked at it. I only looked at the last 2 years. You ready? Last 2 years. 1 year, he came in playing really well to this event, and he finished tied for 8th.
Yeah.
The other year, came in playing like trash, like this year, and tied for 7th. Maybe just he's 6,900, another 6K guy. These 6K guys, there wasn't much to love like last week, like I liked.
Yeah.
This week's harder. I'll just take it. You made the cut the past 4 years. Just make the cut for me and see what you can do with it.
Yep.
That's Brian Gay this week. I'll let you talk about Trahan, and if you have anything out of Woo, go for it. That's my 6K, guys.
Sweet. Yeah, like you said, Woo, I'm with you. Moving on down here, Trahan. He's 29th in my GPP model. Not terrific, but great greens and reg, great birdie or better. Decent history here with a T18 last year. Missed the cut back in 16, but whatever. What have you done for me recently? T16. Yeah, for 6,800, I will jump on board the Trahan train. Everything is about Redmond. On board with Redmond. Tyler Duncan. 20th my GPP model. Again, good greens and reg, good on approach. Par 4 and good par 4, 400 to 550 or 400 to 450 yards kind of sucks. And the proximity range, 100 to 125 kind of sucks, but he's very good. From the 125 to 150 range, pretty good. Decent scrambler, decent birdie or better. Just not, decent putter. So again, 6,800, T18 last year. I like Trahan. Stuart Sink.
That's the guy. It was him and Potter that was just like eating me up.
I know. So 6,500, 18th in my GPP model. So greens and reg, 24th. Strokes gained in short game, 100. Strokes gained approach, 25th. Scrambling, 139th. Birdie or better, 25th. Par 4, 400 to 450, 131st. So it's like a fucking Christmas tree with all the green and red.
Maybe let a celebrity hit your par 4 shots.
Yeah, seriously. So his history here isn't great. Didn't play here last year. Missed the cut in 18. But fuck it. I like Stuart Sink. Maybe have a little Stuart Sink this week. I'm fine with it.
Old is he? He's old as shit.
He is old as shit. So maybe I'll do an old man lineup like Furyk, Phil.
He's only 46. He's younger than Jim Furyk, but he just seems older.
Yeah, exactly.
Because he plays worse.
Johnson Wagner.
Oh yeah, I was looking at him too.
Yeah, really good putter. 5th best putter in this field.
Woo! We got the putting. Just get on the green.
Exactly. And you know what? 25th in this field, greens and reg. Good short game, good scrambling, decent proximity, decent par 4, par 5 numbers. What has he done here? 57, 55.
Made the cut. That's all that matters. For 6,100, he made the cut.
He made the cut.
Which is only one day, but that one day will give you the boost of winning something and not in GPPs.
Yeah, for sure. So that's all I got. You want to hit me with your top 3 value plays there, Mr. Shockley?
I'll probably switch up my rankings, but I'll go with I'll go with 4 because I'll just do 2 7K.
Okay.
2. I'll let you have Nesmith.
Okay.
If that's who you go with, I'll go with Sun Kane. And it's a tough choice. McNeely's playing better, but Wise has put. I'll go with the guy who's playing better. Maverick McNeely. He also has a cooler name. How many guys do you know that's named Maverick?
That's true.
So
how many guys that you know are named Goose?
Goose. Oh yeah, Goose. You don't. So we'll go with Kane McNeely because no one's going to play him either.
Yeah.
I mean, and Kane's a top 50 golfer in the world, but yet top 70 golfer. Sorry, I think he's 60 something. And for 6K range, I'll let you. You want Redmond?
No, you can take Redmond.
Oh God, no! Because you're gonna take Brandon Wu. No, you have Redmond. I want Cucumber.
We can have the same plays. No. People like when we have the same plays.
Yeah, but I like to be on an island.
All right. Well, here, my 7K range is gonna be Furyk and Nesmith.
No, Okay, fine. So that's high 7K. Find a low 7K guy.
Still value. No. I'm the host. I make the rules.
Damn you. Fine. 6K range. I'm going with Cucumber.
Yeah, Tyler McCucumber.
Cucumber.
Oh, McCucumber.
And then you have Redmond, so I'll take Brandon Wu.
All right. Apparently, I have Redmond now, even though you're the one that really likes him. I don't even have his name clicked. I don't even have a star next to his name right now.
I have a star next to his name, too. But I take all 3 of them.
Okay. Yeah, maybe. So I also like Brandon Wu.
You can't just take my guy. I already named him.
I'm not taking your guy. I like him as a value play. All right, this is getting ridiculous. I like Wu, and then you know what? I'm gonna go up to
play Siwoo.
No, not Siwoo.
He came 4th last year here.
I'm good. God, I don't know. This is hard. Who do I like the most? Nesmith. I did Nesmith. I did Furyk, and I did Wu too because we only do 3. Only 3 value plays. So those are my 3.
I did 4.
Okay, that's nice. Congratulations. All right,
I guess that's
Nation.
Better.
Thank you all for tuning in. If there's nothing else, we're gonna call this a night before this goes off the rails even more. So
go off the rails
again, please click the like button, give us that thumbs up. We work hard for your likes. As always, follow us on the Twitter machine. I am BrewMedic47 at BrewMedic47. I am with the one, the only, thank God, the only Shocky, Clint Petrakis. What was that?
Say it every single time because you know what makes me angry.
Yes.
Petrakis.
Tree, but it's Try. Petrakis.
It's a double E.
So it should be Potreekus. Petrakis.
Yeah, because that's how the English language works.
It's how it works on this stream. All right. Thank you, everyone. Have a good night. Hit us up in Slack, Twitter, whatever you need with any questions you may have, and we will guide you to the promised land this week. Check out my article. Check out Shocky's article. Both dropping tomorrow. All right. Thank you, Nation. Peace out. Have a good night.